The Wild. The Weaver. And the Wyrm. Three primal forces from which the world Gaia springs. The Wild is creation, formless and abundant. The Weaver shapes, making order out of chaos. The Wyrm, whose purpose was to destroy the old, to make room for the new, went mad. Now, a force of corruption, feeding on greed, malice, and hate. It ravages Gaia. Through its unwitting accomplices, mankind. The balance between those three forces is long gone now. Insidiously, the Wyrm gains more and more ground every day, vitalized by the damage humans have brought to the Earth. We, the werewolves, remain, born of man, beast, and spirit. We are the vindication of Gaia and the Wild.
All right. They should be ready now. Best way to get Endron out of the region is to attack their bottom line. We have a plan to convince them there's no profit to be had here. Ludmilla, if you please.
I've recently gained access to the system that controls all the on-site oil pumps. That's our target. We tamper with the pumps and send dummy data to the system to make them think their oil field has run dry.
Will that really be enough?
According to the internal files I got my hands on, they treat unprofitable sites like gangrenous limbs. They'll give this one the chop right away.
So, how do we go about this, Rotko? Who does what?
Ludmilla knows the location, so she will take point. She'll infiltrate the site and connect Ava to their network, giving her access to their system.
Once I'm hooked up, I'll only need a few minutes.
But if something goes wrong, my wife ends up on her own in enemy territory. I don't like it.
I'm going to be fine, Cahal. We've been preparing this for weeks. We've calculated the risks.
And if there's any sign of trouble, you and I go in and retrieve her. But I'd rather we stay covert. Ludmilla will have the easiest time on her own.
I'm heading out. I want to be done before daybreak. Take care of Adana while I'm away. I think she's going a little crazy all cooped up in here.
Don't worry, I'll talk to her. You just focus on your mission.
Cahal, I've got this. I love you. See you soon.
Alright. Oh, talk.
I don't like thinking that Ludmilla's on her own, Rotko.
I understand. She's my sister, remember?
What about Rafik? He never leaves his lupus shape. No one would have noticed him.
I gave it a lot of thought. Her chances of success are better if she's alone. It's as simple as that. If things don't go as planned, you can tear through as much Endron scum as you like to get her out. But for now, we stay put. Go. Rest while we wait.
Okay, so we're like extremists.
Not looking forward to packing all this up tomorrow morning.
Like extreme, like what is it? Is it called humanitarian? No, it's not humanitarian. One of those earthly people. Take everything down a notch.
Got everything squared away?
Not a lot to square away. All I'm doing is pressing a button once Ludmilla gets me hooked up. Still got a ways to go before I can do much more than that. If I tried to breach their network, they'd be on us in a second.
Says the woman who got her hands on their files. We'd never have been able to take the fight to Endron like this without you.
That's sweet, Cahal, but I just wish I could do more. But how are you doing? Talk to your daughter yet?
No, not yet. I'm just heading her way.
Isn't that guy's voice? I don't know who's doing the voice, but sounds like oh, look at this. Sounds like what's his name? Sawyer from Lost.
Hey, how you doing?
I'm bored out of my mind. There's nothing to do here, and it's wet and miserable.
Don't worry, our work here's nearly finished. You'll be back at the cairn with your friends before you know it.
I know, but why'd you have to drag me out here in the first place? It's not like you've got me doing anything out here.
Your mom wanted you to come along, so you could see what our field missions entail.
They entail a bunch of bullshit. All we ever do is watch and take notes. We're not accomplishing anything.
Language, young lady. And preparation is key. Know how your enemy will respond before you move. Foe stripped of surprise is fangless.
Why didn't you go with Mom anyway? She's all alone out there. If something happens to her.
I wish I could have. But Rodko wants us to keep a low profile. And there's no one better at that than your mom.
Rodko's a dumbass.
Hey, that's your uncle you're talking about. And the leader of our pack. You know it's his job to make those decisions. And like I said, all that observation we were doing was minimizing the danger. Your mother will be just fine, 80. Don't worry.
Shit.
Cahal, wake up. We're gonna need you.
Uh-oh.
Ava did an impressive job installing all this. Not that she'd ever admit it. She still has so much self-doubt.
A helicopter just touched down on the site's landing pad. Apparently it's some Endron exec. Their presence is shaking things up.
Tell me Ludmilla's okay.
She's okay. They've still got no idea she's on site. But their guard patrols have changed, and certain areas are locked down. And that includes the one Ludmilla's in.
So what's the plan now?
The mission's sunk. We go in there, get her out, and wait for things to quiet down. But to get her off site, the locked-off areas need to be manually unlocked. And Ludmilla's stuck on the wrong side.
Shit.
Fortunately, she has already secured a terminal. She'll guide you to her location over the radio. Go now. Bring her back. There's no time to waste. My sister needs you.
All right.
Ludmilla, I'm on my way.
Remember, stay out of sight. I'll open any door I have access to through their network. I've opened all the external ducts.
The lupus. Press circle to shift Cahal into the lupus form. This is interesting.
I'm locked in the turbine room in the center of the site. You'll have to get here without being seen. The area you're passing through should be deserted right now, though.
Wonder why it's
Door's
deserted.
locked. Ava?
There's gotta be a terminal close by. Find it. Oh, and deactivate any cameras you see while you're at it.
Penumbra vision. Press L1 to toggle the penumbra vision. The penumbra vision allows Cahal to peer into the spirit world, letting him sense things such as threats, spirits, and their connections. Okay. Alright, so that is the camera. This is connected to everything. Easy. Just smash your hand on it.
Guards. Ludmilla, we got a lot of company.
The arrival of the Endron exec has changed their setup. Tell me where you are.
I'm looking at the southern part of the outer fence. And a shit ton of guards. There's no way I'll be able to make a move without being seen.
Southern part of the outer fence. Got it. There. That should distract you for a few minutes. But if a guard does see you...
He won't live long enough to raise the alarm. They sold their souls to Endron. They don't get any mercy.
Hell of a time for a malfunction. I'll go check it out.
That little effect whenever you like shapeshift, it almost looks like you're blowing dust away in the wind, like an in-game style. Takedowns. Takedown is one way of dealing with an unalerted guard. A civilian takedown will increase Cahal's rage. The more dangerous the Krynos will be in combat.
Any idea what could have caused it? care. Just want it fixed and fast. Some big shot just arrived on site. Folks upstairs.
You can't drag any bodies, so not too worried about stealth. The crossbow, L2 to unsheath the crossbow, and R2 to shoot. Is that my crossbow? The 3 for 3 down at the bottom?
I'm in the refinery.
Perfect. I'm not far now. Nearly in the passageway leading into it. Shit! Something's following me.
What is it?
I think it's a black spiral dancer. He's...
Ludmilla, just hold on. Fuck. Rodko.
I heard. Who's sneaking around? We fight. Now go. I'll meet you with Rafik.
I'm done fucking around.
Square, quick attack. Triangle, strong attack. Okay. Nice. Trying to see. Nice. Dodges, circle. A little gory, huh?
Cahal, I've hacked into their system. Now, stay low. I can see they've got snipers in the next room.
Special move, leap. Hold L2 and square to leap on the Endron's guards. Oh, that's nice. Combat stances, R2 to switch between heavy and agile.
I'll open that for you. Just watch out.
Walk significantly slower and agile. Silver damage. Silver is the Krynos weakness. Silver damages will lower the maximum health of the Krynos for the rest of the fight. I don't like the camera in that little area right there. So agile is really good against shielded guys.
Cahal, tell 80.
No! Please, no!
Well, that was quick. The Frenzy. Frenzy can be triggered once the Fury is at its peak. In Frenzy, the Krynos gets the advantages of each stance. Speed and power, however, in Frenzy, Krynos can't use its special moves nor healing. Once the Fury is depleted, the Frenzy will stop.
It's me, Cahal. Listen to me. Cahal, damn it! No. You need to fight the rage. Cahal, let's repeat. Stop it! No!
What have I done? Rafik.
There's no time to mourn. We need to go.
Just reported back to base. Not that there's anything to report.
No kidding.
Though I guess we've got a special guest coming tonight.
Yeah, an Endron rep, no less. She should be here soon.
You know they're hiring, right? Think you'd ever make the move to Endron? Hey, what the...
All clear, Dusk. We're good to go.
The big ass
5
moon.
years ago, I abandoned the woods of Tarker's Mill. I abandoned my cairn. Endron killed my wife. I gave in to rage. The Wyrm touched my soul. I had to leave my daughter. It was the hardest decision I ever made.
be unveiled alongside the opening of their new headquarters in...
This exile was my only choice. I'd become a danger to my pack. I often wonder what's become of them. Of Rodko, of Ava, of 80. This is the closest I've been to Talker's Mill in 5 years.
Cahal, we're here. You're up.
How much time do we have before they notice the guards on the outside have gone quiet?
They report in by radio every hour. That's our deadline for getting our hands on the explosives and getting out of here.
Let's go through the plan again, just to make sure everything's clear.
You've got to swap the delivery label on the crate of explosives intended for Endron. You do that, and they'll load us up with smiles on their faces. All you've got to do is open the gate to their delivery bay for me. I'll create a diversion while you're exchanging the labels.
Got it. We'll have to play it tight, though. One hiccup and the plan falls through.
We'll have you sneak around back by their storage facility. Security should be pretty thin there, especially if you go through the ventilation ducts.
What do your clients intend to do with them anyway?
The Weatherstormers? They're planning on blowing up a big Magadon pharmaceutical plant.
Good fucking riddance. I know Magadon's methods. They're the scum of the earth.
They could have cut
Guess
the
what? These explosives were originally
the effects volumes down here.
Another megacorp of assholes. Stealing from them is just icing on the cake.
All right, I'm off.
Hey, before you go, are you sure you're up for this, man? You seem kind of stressed out back in the truck.
I'm fine. Come on, we've got a job to do.
Right. If you need me, I'm just a chirp away. Good luck, brother.
All right. Just a chirp away. Get moving. Conveniently opened piping right here.
That does it. This month's orders are packed in the delivery bay and ready to go. Let's do our inventory checks for next month.
Boom. Like a ninja. Alright, what we gotta do for this one? Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, on this side.
I'm inside.
Good. Try to keep a low profile, would you?
Thought I was keeping a pretty low profile already.
Endron reached out to me, you know. They're hiring and the pay's pretty good.
I'm sure it is. They're going toe-to-toe with a group of activists right now. Lambda mankind. If I were you, I'd stay here. Keep your head down.
What?
Hello there.
Hello, beautiful. already tell it didn't have any power to it. Whoops. Wrong button. There we go.
Hear the new Endron announcement about their new biofuel? They say they're going green by the end of the year.
The only thing green about that fuel is the label. It's the same shit with new branding. A marketing stunt.
Well, at least they're not afraid to call it out, right? Just wanted to kind of look, see if missing anything here.
They're not running the most attractive operation here.
I mean, they're pumping out weapons for Endron, not selling timeshares. Looks probably aren't their priority.
Oh, so you can like, I wonder if I could have climbed up right there.
I made it to the delivery bay.
Good. See that command post next to the gate? You should be able to open things up for me from there.
Hmm.
Hello?
Hello? That was funny. Gate's locked. Can't go through it.
What the hell?
Did he really hear that? I mean, come on. Come on, camera, move. Slow as molasses. Making sure we didn't miss nothing.
Dusk, you're up.
On it. Once I've got their attention, you go find what we came for and slap on this fancy new delivery label. Got it?
Hey, you in the truck. What are you doing here?
I'm just here for a pickup, man.
Pickup? What are you talking about? There's no pickup on the schedule.
Well, check it again.
All right. I'm gonna have to search that truck. Then we'll see about that
Hmm.
pickup.
Save success.
According to the intel we received, the crates of explosives should be stored around here.
Very predictable gameplay so far, if I'm being honest. Although,
All right, Dusk. The delivery label's been switched.
Then it's time for us to get the hell out of Dodge.
Wait. I smell something. Give me a minute to check it out.
Threats and penumbra vision. Penumbra vision can be used to detect specific threats such as silver. A little surprised it's quite as like stealthy of a game so far, you know what I mean? Lot of silver.
I knew I smelled it. Silver. Whoever ordered this intends to kill Garu. Dusk. They're shipping out silver bullets. You know what that means.
Change of plans?
Change of plans. I need to find out who's buying these bullets and why. Buy me some more time.
It's got silver bullets painted on the side. Investigate. Alright. Let's do some investigating. See where this leads us.
So, who's the lady the boss is meeting with upstairs?
She's from Endron, here for the special order.
Silver bullets. Who even uses that shit? Is she picking up some golden guns while she's at it?
You know what they say, the client is king, especially when the client's name is Endron.
Shipment's loaded. How are things on your end?
Shouldn't be much longer.
We were supposed to have delivered the ammunition 1 week ago. 1 week. Endron doesn't like waiting.
Well, paying, clearly. You're not getting anything until Endron is paid up. You can tell that to your President Watkins in person.
I don't think you understand what's at stake here.
Oh, I understand that you've just been attacked and you're looking to hit back. I also understand that you need our ammunition to do that. And we've got that ammunition right downstairs, ready and waiting to go as soon as you've paid us. Sorry, Major. The business is business.
Well, fuck you two. Then we'll attack Tarker's mill without your help. And rest assured, Mr. Watkins will hear about this.
Tarker's mill. Hey! You and I need to talk.
Who are you? How'd you get in?
I'm asking the questions. Who are you talking to? The woman!
Now, die!
Bollocks! Security! Alert!
Oh, I guess maybe I should have let him finish. That guy's like frozen. Look. Spirit point.
Tarker's
Level up.
mill. My old cairn. Adana. I have to go back.
Spirit points and skill tree. Cahal will gain experience during missions or by finding spirits to unlock new abilities through his skill tree. Alright, let's see what we got here. Use bolts to destroy security cameras, reinforcement in trees, and security turrets. That's kind of cool. Takedowns can increase rage. Slow motion is now activated upon detection. Lupus easily perceive distant spirits with Penumbra's vision. Release the wolf. Frenzy, heavy, agile, general. After healing the Kronos will now keep restoring extra health if it's hit. Criminals can now use dash attack while midair. Ooh. Now roar. Roar will knock surrounding enemies back. That's kind of cool. Go with that. All the blood everywhere.
Dusk.
What the fuck are you doing, Cahal? I just had to pop a couple guards who wanted to put a bullet in my head. Get the fuck back here already.
Sorry, but I didn't have a choice. Keep the engine running. We're out of here as soon as I get back.
What is this? Is this health? Flask. Press up to sip on a flask. Cahal will grow his rage each time he takes a sip of the flask.
Now we're talking.
I'm not sure what that plant was. I'm shining. Plants everywhere. I don't understand. All right. Couple of silver.
The alarm went off in the boss's office, but I'm not getting any response.
Press triangle to sabotage a reinforcement entry. Sabotage Endron's reinforcement entries. Reinforcements will be critically wounded if their entry has been sabotaged.
Take your positions, people. Maximum alert until the situation's clear.
That's not what I wanted to do. No way he hit me. That's cool. My ass kicked. Get this silver bullet guy. Yeah, I didn't mean to do that. I was trying to like to run, and I guess I hit R1 instead. Hey, it happens.
No reply from the delivery bay either. Shit, what's going on?
Oh, I was gonna say they can't look through the window, but there wasn't one right there.
Someone up on it. Show yourself.
Hey, it happens.
We need additional units.
Well, we'll say there's not much to the combat, but it is pretty fun.
Where are we headed?
Tarker's Mill.
They loaded the truck up. Cahal discovered that Endron, a global energy corporation, was about to launch an attack against his cairn, putting an end to 5-year exile. The Fianna warrior turns to his former home, fearing for his tribe and for his daughter, Adiana.
We're too late. Endron is already here.
What do we do? Stop the truck. What's even down there?
My home. Dusk, stay out of this.
Wait! Call!
Rodko! Rodko, they've cleared our northern line. They have an exo.
We'll take care of the wounded later. We have to stop them.
Let's go! Move! Over there!
You got some range with that shotgun. A formidable foe.
Right.
Right.
Rodko.
You'll regret that.
Oh yeah, here we go, baby.
Clever boy. Ultra, fall back!
I killed her while you could.
Tell me, where's Adiana? Don't worry, Cahal. Your daughter didn't fight this battle.
How are your wounds?
Riddled with silver. They'll take days to heal. But things would have been far worse if you hadn't stepped in.
I just did what I had to do. Nothing more.
I honestly never thought I'd see your face again. Why'd you come back, Cahal?
I heard that the cairn was going to be attacked. I was afraid for you. For Adiana.
And how did you hear that?
I overheard Endron talking about it on my last job. I may have left Tarker's Mill, but I never turned my back on it. I couldn't just abandon you.
You found it easy enough 5 years ago. Your cairn and your daughter have always needed you. I tried to tell you that.
Where is she, Rodko?
With Ava. Working undercover at the biggest Endron site in the Pacific Northwest. The best option available to us after the failure of our last mission.
Your last mission? What do you mean?
You remember the old abandoned mine not far from here? Endron bought it and turned it into a training center for their new recruits. I launched an attack to wipe them out, but Tank Girl stopped us. The woman you saw in the exo during the attack, she drove us back.
Tank Girl, you call her. I encountered her during my last mission. She was trying to buy silver bullets from an arms dealer. That's where I learned she was planning an attack on the cairn.
Major Grainer. That's the name her men give her. But to us, she's Tank Girl. And she leads Endron's troops with about as much grace. Their attack on the cairn was their first wave of revenge for our attack on the training center. We managed to repel them this time, but it's only a temporary...
Is it the guy that does the voice for Geralt?
They might return at any moment. And Endron just keeps recruiting soldiers.
Then we've got to go back to the mine and destroy their training center. It's the only way to buy the cairn any sort of safety. No matter how brief.
Go back? No. Not until I'm well again. Then we can strike.
I'll take care of that goddamn training center myself. You know I can handle it on my own.
No. You're no longer a part of this pack. It's my responsibility.
And how long will it take for you to get better? Days? Weeks? If they return, the cairn will fall.
Huh. I'll think about it. Go pay your respects to your Fen and come back to me. Then we'll talk about the mine.
Wait, why did they fade his voice out right there as he was still talking?
My son. They killed my son.
I mean, come on. You knew the damage, buddy.
Don't know if he'll
But
make
you
it
knew
to
the
the
danger.
Has anyone told his wife yet?
She's gone. Hey, Cahal. It's good to see your face again.
The cairn is in a bad way. Dusk, what are you doing here? I thought I told you to keep clear.
You really thought I'd leave you behind like that? You should know me better than that by now. Besides, looks like you need all the help you can get. And I really don't want to lose my front row tickets to the Cahal show.
Thanks, Dusk.
Okay, yeah, no. Thanks sounds real weird coming out of you. Put that shit away.
Well, if you really want to help.
I'll go look after the injured. I rang the Weatherstormers and asked them to lend us a hand, too. Don't worry about me. You just do what you gotta do.
Magnus didn't even know how to fight. He was a spirit healer, a caretaker.
It has been many a year since I last felt your presence, warrior.
What the hell is this?
It's been nearly as long since anyone called me that.
Your cairn needs you, and the wild has need of your protection. The Eater of Souls is fighting with all his might to take control of it. And he is winning. The corruption takes many forms, but the effects are always the same. You must help us fight back.
I came back to find my daughter. Have you seen her?
Adana, a dear friend, and always respectful of nature. You fear for her safety, then? She too is fighting for Gaia in her own way. But do not worry. You both walk the same path. You will find each other in time. To fight your battles, you will need power. Power I can provide by helping you develop your warrior gifts.
Thank you, Ethan.
You may find lost spirits during your travels. Return them to me, and I will be able to strengthen your natural abilities. One last request before you depart. Many of your kin fell in combat. I would ask you to bury them. You will find their bodies both inside and around the cairn. Your penumbra vision will
Jesus.
show you the way. Soothe their souls and send them to me, so that they may travel to the wild without being captured by the Wyrm.
I will if I can, but my priority is Endron's training center.
Weaken the forces of the Wyrm there, but never forget your brothers and sisters. Gaia needs you.
Gaia be damned. Okay, appease and release the spirits. Alright, so now we've got our air dash. Let's see, after healing. I kind of like the roar aspect of that. Let me get that one next.
I hope Rodko's changed his mind.
Leandra? But she was pregnant.
We knew it too. The fuckers laughed about it as Lieutenant.
What about Xander, her husband?
I saw it happen. Shot him right.
Looked like an area I could go through, huh? Wait. Oh, I was gonna say, is that a spirit right there? Did he mean like around here? Or did he mean like in mission? Go find the bodies. The Wyrm is part of the triad, the three forces that control the creation and the destruction of the universe. It was once the force of balance, but now runs amok. Where the purpose once was to destroy the old to make way for the new, it now heedlessly perverts and destroys all creations of the Triad and Gaia. Most Gairu fight the manifestations of the Wyrm tirelessly. However, one tribe has given in to the inducements of the corrupter. Once one of the proudest of the Gairu tribes, the White Howlers abandoned their name and their valor to become the Black Spiral Dancers, the wolves of the Wyrm. That sucks, because they're the ones that killed me wife. What's this?
But how?
Just shining stuff.
She was in the back, tending to the wounded.
It's all my fault. They had a sniper. I just couldn't take him out in time.
See what's going on here? Oh, so you can see him. Wait a minute.
You
deserve to rest at last, Magnus. Go to Ethan. He's waiting.
Ah, Cahal. It's good to see you, old friend. Take care of the care.
Okay. Get this. Ludmilla, I've never been comfortable with words, but I needed to talk to you. You've been gone for a few months now. Cahal left as well. Just after you, he left the pack. I told him to stay, that his place was here. He didn't listen. He left Adana in my care. He thought he was dangerous for her. I'm trying to train your daughter to become the best Gairu possible. I don't want to relive what happened the day when that damned Black Spiral dancer took you away from us. My fault. You should never have gone on that mission. Uh-huh. See?
Rodko must have written this when he lost his sister.
I like that sword, though. Okay, so we gotta find spirits to that little red.
Keep an eye out. We may have pushed them back, but who knows what they're capable of.
We can find something that looks like that. Oh, no. Aha, here we go.
The forest shrinks a little more each day.
Okay.
Ceres, Gaia thanks you for your sacrifice. Now go. Ethan is waiting for you.
Save the forest, Cahal. Drive out the Wyrm.
So you really just gotta find anywhere where there's like a red, like, glow. Guess we're just gonna keep on looking. Yeah, that's nice. Go down here.
Good to see you made it through okay.
Thanks in no small part to you. I'm glad you came back, Cahal.
Lambda Mankind really helped us out too. We're lucky to have them with us.
So what's up? We got like humans interacting with wolves. I'll let y'all read that.
Adana was only a few days old when Ludmilla wrote this letter. It's true. Rodko did change when he became Pack Leader.
I'm a real a-hole.
Those bastards. Kitamona. How could they? Silver. That's what killed her.
Kitamona.
They had 3
Return
snipers
to
trained on
Ethan.
her. She never had
The
a
cairn
chance.
is safe.
Thank you, Cahal. Take care of those who remain.
I think we found all the ones around there. Keep going up here. A lot of letters lying around here, huh?
Millie used to say the same thing. Following in her mother's footsteps. Your mother would have been so proud. That was 2 years ago now. I went to see Fen. He's gotten so weak. Please, Rotko, let me help you. Let me deal with this training center.
Why is it that you care now, Cahal? We were so easy to ignore when we went right in front of you. What? You want to be part of the pack again?
I want to help the pack. I want to protect Adana.
But you don't intend to rejoin us.
I've already given in to rage and killed one of our kin, Rotko. I can't take the risk of doing it again.
You already know I disagree. Nonetheless, we are united by those we mourn. So I'll accept your help.
Tell me about Ava. How's she doing?
When you went into exile, she succeeded you as my lieutenant. She was ready and willing, but it was hardly a smooth transition. I was forced to make some concessions.
I can imagine. There are a lot of humans in the cairn. A lot more than when I was here.
Ava's lamb to mankind.
I'd heard about her group of activists. They're actually getting a lot of attention at the moment. Not sure if that's the best thing for the pack.
That's what I thought too, at first.
How so?
For the longest time, I never trusted humans. But then I saw how they fought, how they stood strong for what they believed in. I saw their potential. Even I had to admit that Ava was right. The humans have been stalwart allies in our fight for Gaia. And now you've seen firsthand what Endron is doing to us. Our ranks grow thinner every year. Ava's humans aren't afraid to put their lives on the line for their planet. What more could I ask for?
Tell me about Adana. Have you trained her?
Just as I promised you, I made her into a warrior. I taught her everything she needed to fight, to defend herself, so that we wouldn't see a repeat of the tragedy that befell Ludmilla.
Has she gone through her first change yet?
Not yet. And despite all my training, she never showed much inclination toward the wild side of things. She preferred to spend her time with Ava, studying humans, technology, and infiltration.
To walk in Ludmilla's footsteps.
That's right. And though it's not my way of doing things, it certainly paid off. She has proved to be an exceptional spy. Rest assured, though, Adana's just as much Garo as you or me. Her first change will come in time, no matter what path she chooses to take.
So what can you tell me about this so-called training center?
Ava managed to get a hold of the mine blueprints to help us prepare for our previous attack. The site's weak point is its power supply. They apparently haven't had the time to give it a proper upgrade. The whole thing is powered by one big propane tank. just like it was when it was a mine.
I see. So if I blow up the tank, the whole mine will cave in, taking the training center with it. Then we'll need explosives. You'll be happy to know I didn't come back empty-handed.
I'm aware. I met your new friend, Dusk, right? He gave me the explosives you two stole. We've still got a problem, though. You don't know the layout of the site, and I'm too injured to go with you. Huh. I don't like touching the stuff, but I suppose I'll use Ava's radio equipment to guide you. It should do the trick.
Perfect. So we'll stay in radio contact.
Take the explosives and go. Good luck, Cahal.